Hello and welcome into another edition of State of the Sun Devils alongside Jesse Morrison and Damon Allred. I'm Jeremy Schnell. Big guest today, guys.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
No pun intended, yes. The number one edge recruit from JUCO, Joshua Shanklin. He is, he goes by Josh. To those who want to, if you see him out and about, you can call him Josh. He's fine with that one. But Josh, thanks for joining us, man.
Yes, sure.
All right. So we just we talked to him before we started recording a little bit. He's got 3 years of eligibility left, including a red shirt. Let's go through your stats real quick, man. 64 tackles, 19 for loss, 14 and a half sacks, 4 forced fumbles. In terms of production at that level, how do you think that will translate into the Division I level?
Really just taking what I learned from junior college to applying like the other coaches that I'm gonna get from Arizona. Really just trying to stay focused and just keep grinding. Like just keep staying hungry. Like I know like some players when they get to a certain level they get comfortable, but me as far as like I feel like I worked my butt off just to get here. So really just taking advantage of just like everything that's coming to me right now.
You talk about working your butt off just to get here. Tell us a little bit about your journey and your high school journey, how you ended up at Foothill College and everything that goes into that.
Yeah, so my freshman and junior year, I played at Oakland High. My freshman year, I did pretty good, but back then, that's when I was playing like majority offense, like receiver. Sophomore year, when COVID hit, so everybody was like transferring. Or like we didn't really have that much of a team. We probably had like just enough to play, but we only had like 3 games that season. And then I was thinking I was going to come play varsity, but we really just didn't have enough to have a whole team. So just played that year a little bit. And then when junior year came, it was kind of shaky because, like I said, everybody transferred that sophomore year. So it was really just like a learning experience. We didn't win the game that season, but it was really just playing my butt off. And really was just like I feel like if I went to a different school, then the situation would be different. So that's what I did. My senior year, I went to McClymonds, and that's when I first started playing defensive end. I had a pretty good year that year. I had about 10 sacks, a couple TFLs, stuff like that. And then at the end of the season, I thought I was going to get like anything, like really, because I feel like I deserved it. Like everything was just the way I thought it should be, but I didn't get the opportunity I deserved. So I just put my trust in God, went JUCO, and I sat out my first year. I gray shirted. Really just wanted to get bigger, faster, and stronger, and really see like how the speed was different from high school to even the junior college level, and then really just taking advantage of just the opportunity that I had, and it worked out in my favor. After sitting out my first year, I was on the sideline just watching the games, and I was just like, this is something like I could really just take serious and really just take advantage of, like just working hard, just keep my head down, staying focused, keep grinding. And then it worked out in my favor, and ended up being all conference, all state, and then being ranked number 1 in the state at my position. So it's all really just a blessing for us.
You had a bunch of offers, Big Ten, SEC, some other Power 4 schools as well. Why Arizona State? Why did you choose Arizona State as your school to commit to?
I chose Arizona State because, like, we had conversations over the phone, but like I said, I could only go so far. But when I got there in person, I met everybody in person. It was just all good vibes, good energy. I really just liked how the coaching staff was just talking about how their culture is just strong. Like, I think Dilly has a motto saying like, have more fun, working harder than everybody in the country.
Yep.
And really just seeing that is just like they know what they're talking about, and the coach have It was just great. Just the area is nice. Like I feel like Arizona State was probably the best fit for me as far as like coaching staff, culture wise, and education stuff like that.
We saw in one story that assistant defensive line coach Vince Amy was big in your recruitment. Tell us about your relationship with him, because he's one of our favorite guys.
Yeah, that's my guy. We have good conversations over the phone. Like he'll call me every now and then, but every time we talk, it's just good energy and like, and then we just talk about just regular stuff. It don't even have to be about football. It could just be about anything for us, and that's one thing that I feel like separates Arizona State from everybody else. They're really far as like more like player development instead of just like focus on like just sports. Like they want to talk to you, they want to get to know you and stuff like that, you know.
So obviously you missed spring practice, but this is a unit that ASU, struggled in last year, and they definitely need more production out of the pass rush. Just kind of, what's your plan to get playing time right away?
Really just working my butt off in practice, and then taking a special teams role and just giving my maximum potential and everything. Just trying to take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of me. I can't really rush it because I'm just not coming in, but it's all a process. I can't really explain it, but just know that I'm gonna work hard and they're gonna see it on the field.
When you talk to the coaches, what are they expecting out of you? Are they expecting you to compete for a spot right away? Or are they expecting you to grow a little bit of both? What have you talked to them about?
As far as right now, like I said, just the special teams role and probably getting some rotational spots and like maybe like some third down situations, maybe. But only time will tell,
And then obviously there's a lot of returning guys in that group with Clayton Smith, Prince Dorba, Justin Watley, just some of those guys.
Yeah.
How have you gotten to know those guys already, and just that position group? What's the vibe like?
I haven't really had conversations with all of them. Only Justin. We talked a little bit through Instagram, and I got his number. So whenever I have questions about like the program or stuff, I just hit him up and we just talk about that. But besides that, like I feel like the group should be very good. Even though they're older guys, I could learn a lot from just like guys who already have experience at the next level. So just really, like I said, just taking advantage of that, because coming from a junior college, you really don't have all the resources that the next level has. So just being honored and blessed with the opportunity. Yeah,
you speak of the junior college route that you've taken. I watched Last Chance U, and just there's stories about junior college. Just kind of what was your experience like there, and is it kind of as crazy as people say, or that show made it out to be?
I mean, it really depends about. It really depends on like your situation. Like for, I had a little crazy story, but let me just tell you. So, we had this team house out in Monte Sereno. It's like 20 minutes from my school. I was living there for like a cool little couple months, and then things just hit the fan and ended up getting kicked out. So I had to move back to Oakland, where I'm originally from, and at the time I didn't have my license, so I was getting on bus and BART about like almost 3 hours a day.
Wow.
Just going back and forth. Yeah, just going back and forth to school and practice, and then I ended up getting my license a little later, and then driving is about, with traffic in the morning, is about like an hour. It's 20 maybe, and that's there and back. And you know how the gas prices be, so it's really
especially in California.
Yeah, that's crazy. In the Bay Area too. Yeah, that's crazy.
In terms of that story, though, I'm sure ASU fans will love to hear that, because it shows how much the game means to you. Can you just touch on real quick how much the game of football means to you, and how much you're driven to play this game?
Oh yeah, this everything for me. Like just growing up, like I was always around football, because my uncle always had me involved in sports, and then he played in the NFL for a season. He played with the Chargers, but then he had got injured. So just him like shedding light on just like the sport was just inspiring to me. Just keep me around the game and telling me stuff. And he coached me like when I was little, all the way to about high school, my junior year. So just keeping him around was just like my main aspiration for him.
How excited are you to get out to ASU and experience that real D1 amenities and everything after being in JUCO, and then just when do you expect to be out here and in Arizona?
I believe my moving day is June 21st, but I'm overly excited. Like I said, like I feel like it's long overdue. Like I'm just I'm just ready to ball. Like I can't really explain it. Like it's really still a surreal feeling, but I'm just still trying to take everything in and just be grateful for my opportunity.
Have people been warning you about the heat, coming in middle of June and everything?
Yeah, I feel like it's all time. It's God's timing. Like you can't really rush greatness, but like just gotta take advantage of whatever you get in.
I was last question from us, man. I wanted to hear your thoughts just coming into a team that just made it to the college football playoff and coming into the excitement like this. How excited are you to be a part of a group that are bringing back a lot of these guys that have that experience of playing in the college football playoff?
Yeah, I feel good about it. I feel like it's a great opportunity for me to just learn from a winning program and just showcase like how I can help get another one. I feel like my determination, my work ethic, and just my drive and just everything about me is just could be a key piece for this team.
All right, Josh. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, and best of luck. We look forward to seeing you come fall.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
That's going to do it for this edition of State of the Sun Devils. Thank you so much for joining us. We can follow us on all forms of social media at AZ Sports Devils is where you can find us. You can read all of Damon's articles on the Arizona Sports app and ArizonaSports.com, presented by Y Refi. For Jesse Morrison and Damon Allred, I'm Jeremy Schnell. We'll talk to you soon.